So what I plan on doing for this is I'll let it cool down first, since we just went and sent it 100%. I'm gonna measure out like a section of this pipe. This is like 10 feet of electrical conduit. It's an inch diameter. This I think is 3 1/4 or 3/4. But what I'm gonna do is measure out, you know, from about here to maybe like here on this pipe, and I'll just make like a full like dual tip setup, so it comes out here, and then there'll be a little like, you know, kind of like angled piece. So I got them dual tips, but we can make it on here while that cools down. We can cut that. When that cools down, we can just make this entire, or use this to make an entire piece for that, and then just literally clamp it on, or well, I'm just gonna weld it on. So let's do some measuring. So now we gotta start with like notching the pipes, so we can just hammer them down and bend them and get that prime angle to connect it into here. And then what I'm gonna do for this pipe is take my drill, start a hole, just make a bigger and bigger hole, and then we can cut this pipe to be flush with that and weld it together, and then we'll have our dual tip set up. I'm thinking they should be spaced about something like that, because obviously it's not going to be perfect. It's a damn mini bike, and I'm going to have to figure out mounting and everything, because dual tips isn't going to want to hold on to just this little pipe with a half-assed kind of like weld job. So we'll probably weld it to this bar, so that way it's solid, and then if we have any excess, we'll just cut it off, because I'm thinking it should end somewhere a little bit before the fender ends. So now we'll start doing this. So I was thinking, cut it somewhere here first to see, because we don't want to have the dual pipe attached so far back, because it's just going to look dumb. We want it attached somewhere ahead, so, you know, something like this. Cut this out, and then we can go from there. If that doesn't bend well, then, you know, cut a little more out and keep trying to like make like a ridge. Now we do the part where we try and bend it. Not working. Definitely not working. Well, that didn't exactly go according to plan, but since this is kind of at the end, we can just kind of clamp it and round it back out. But definitely looking like this is gonna take a lot of bends to get that primo fucking dual tip going on here. So keep trying. Cut a few more slits. Send it again here. Crowbar seems to work the best. There we go. It's looking something like an exhaust pipe here. Come on, dude. There we go. Alright. Fair enough. We got some kind of a bend going here, but I think we need to do another ridge right here and just make sure it's cranked. But easier than I thought it would be. The only thing that's going to be difficult is getting it flush with the second pipe, I think. So let's get it. wasn't that bad. It's eating my crowbar, but other than that, I think we might have our got our rigged exhaust pipe here. Check this out, boys and ladies. Now, the fun part's just attaching this. So I think we're gonna have to drill some kind of notch into this, open it up, try to get it to slide in a little bit, and then we can just weld it right on there. But she's mint. Now I just gotta weld this together before we do anything. So. Get ready for this. Ready? It's so satisfying, I don't know why. I should actually get like some kind of bucket for this though. Now obviously there's still more to weld. I just wanted to scrape off the side that I did so I could see my welds. I mean, I suck at this, but see, I still gotta weld these notches together, but seems relatively okay. Just really gloppy and shitty. But hey, I'm learning, right? So, here we go, round 2. So, we have angle piece. Now, we make a dual tip. So I think I'll just cut like a notch in here. Try and figure this out, I guess. So I measured out the gap that we kind of need in the side of the pipe. So I think I'm going to try and cut like one of those notches I did for that in here. Maybe I can kind of just pound it into this opening here. We'll just cut it out and keep fitting it and keep grinding away just little by little. But I'll try to get most of it on camera. Oh, fucking mint, boys. This is gonna be sick. So all I have to do is just kind of chop off a line or an angle for it so it's somewhat evenly spaced out. We're looking at some. So here's what we got. This looks like it's just about the right angle and width that I want. I'm just gonna make a little line to show off what I need to cut on this thing. It's looking something, probably a little more than that, jeez. But we need a kind of a lip to weld on, so something like, Jesus, if I could draw, that'd be great. See, something like, Jesus. You know what? Let's just color it in. That's the smart thing to do, right? Just show what needs to be cut off so there's maximum exhaust flow. Something there. Flip this bitch over. I'll probably just cut it like that. Relatively even in there. Wow, look at that. Dude, this thing's gonna shoot fucking metal pieces everywhere. Can't really see anything in here. Can't tell. Let's see, can I shove my camera in there? Nope. Can't see. Oh well, we'll try it. Alright, so here's what we got. This slides into that. Now obviously I got a lot to weld, but she's looking pretty fucking mint. Obviously I cut way too much off, so I think I might put something on there or try and twist this thing around just to the point where it's good. Now the tips are a little uneven, but that's nothing we can't fix. We're expert riggers here. So let's get this bad boy put together. This side looks about just as bad as the other side, but clean this up a little bit. There's some gap in there. There's some gap in here I gotta fill in. Seems solid to me. So now that we got our dank meme fucking dual tip going on here, we have to cut this pipe so that I can slide this on and weld it on. Oh look, we have company. Alright, well I'm gonna get to that. Alright, after that long ass endeavor of welding and cutting, we finally have the full dual tip setup. I took off the mount for the other pipe and welded it onto this. It's pretty clapped out, but this is what we got to work with. But look at that. I have a dual pipe mini bike. What's more weird or ghetto than that? Let's send it on there. Just kind of slips in here. And then line up those bolts. Oh boy. This is odd. It's off angle, but like, dude, dual tip. Like, come on. Let me bolt this on real quick. It literally just bolts on with 2 nuts, so I hope that's enough to hold it on from flying off when I'm doing 35 down the drag strip. But, send it. Alright, so let's get that first start now that she's all bolted on and everything. See what it sounds like. Hell yeah.